Mr. Lee, hello.
Mr. Pete rocking out on a Monday morning.
On a 7-string, no, nonetheless.
Barely had my breakfast and we're straight into it again.
Well, I had my breakfast that's come up now, so...
What year is it, Pete?
2020.
I had to think about that, didn't
I had
you?
to think about that.
It's 2022.
Is it?
And at the beginning of every year, most guitar brands go, hello, here's some new things for you. And today we're looking at what Ibanez launched at the beginning of 2022.
But before we do that, please like and subscribe. And if you want to watch any more videos, click on up there.
How about as well, Pete, we clang drop name into this one as well as liking and subscribing. How about you go on over to the link shown below here and also in the description to vote for Andertons as your favourite music store in the forthcoming NAMM 2022 Dealer Awards.
Yes.
That would be great. Thank
Let's
you very
vote
much.
for us.
Please,
I went on there and voted.
Did you? Well,
yeah, I put them all in there because you don't have to do one, you can do them all.
Thanks,
so you
man.
can, that's anyway, my pleasure.
Right, so
Awesome.
Ibanez at the beginning of 2022 introduced some AZ guitars, AZ, which is these plus Yvette Young, which has snuck in here.
Yes.
It's not really part of the AZ range, but it was all on its lonesome, so we thought we'd do this. It's got some RG guitars, which we're doing in the next video.
Yeah.
It's got some of the artcore, more sort of jazzy guitars, semi-hollow guitars. Yeah, you can watch that up there.
Yeah, maybe.
Had some basses, which we'll do with the bass guys soon, and some acoustics, which we'll do with the acoustic guy soon.
Yes.
So stay tuned.
Lots and lots of guitars.
Yeah, it's about 30 or 40 guitars in total. AZ though, we're going to stay with this for the minute and then I'll do the Yvette Young at the end.
Yes.
AZ is a relatively new range for Ibanez.
Yeah.
We're probably going back 3 or 4 years and it's a little bit of a kind of a hark back to the sort of Roadster vibe where Fender perhaps in the olden days used to do a more traditional style of electric guitar. But it's sort of, I think, it's been brought back into the catalogue now because of the popularity of the Super Strat. So I don't mean Super Strat like an RG or a Jackson Dinky or something like that. I mean like a hot rodded up Fender, basically. So, and I guess some of the brands that do that very, very well, but at very high price points would be things like Suhr and Anderson and stuff like that. And to me, this is like Ibanez going, here's a lot of the things that make those guitars cool, but for way less money. Yeah. You know what I thought when I saw this? I thought Pete Thorne signature. Yeah. Just the wrong brand on the headstock. But it's that kind of vibe. Yeah. So this, if we start with this one, is the AZ42P1.
I love the names.
AZ42P1.
I love those names.
Let me turn all my pedals off and take you through the tones.
Yeah, do it.
And then I'll read you the specs out. So we have a 5-way blade, 2 humbuckers, and the micro switch here. So we're going to get 10 different tones potentially. Great tuning. I'm just think the intonation is nailed on this, but... Oof.
Yeah.
Maloof.
Loads of tones.
Loads and loads and loads of tones there. I'll go over kind of what they do when I go through the specs. I did that beginning jam with a Nobles ODR1 on. And some delay.
Sounds
great. I have to say, I do rather enjoy playing this kind of guitar. Locking tuners, the big scooped cutaway at the back. Yeah. The upside downy reach aroundy jack socketing thing like that.
I love those.
I'm going to refer now because I don't know if this is a Goto trem or. So this guitar is £1,079.
That's all right.
Comes with a gig bag, right? I think you said.
Yeah.
I don't believe there's any color options on this. This is just basically it.
Yeah.
Black with the white binding, which I really like. Very classy. So, Oval C
Class.
roasted maple neck with a rosewood fingerboard. Yes! Winning the fretboard war. Jumbo stainless steel frets.
Yeah.
Nice. Quite high, kind of feel modern.
Yeah.
A basswood body, American basswood, basswood, whichever way your pronunciation is. Then we're into Seymour Duncan pickups, the Hyperion HH pickups with the Dynamix 10 switching system, meaning of course I've got 10 different settings. Goto tuners, and a Goto tremolo system, the T1502. I don't know my Goto model numbers terribly well. Regular 25.5 inch scale length, Graphtec nut, luminescent side dots.
Yeah. All the good bits.
All the good bits.
Satin finish neck, which is nice.
Yes. Get a tool with it.
Yeah.
Again, it's a flatter fretboard. You know what, looking over it, well, maybe it does look flat. I don't know if you can even see, it's hard enough trying to see whether the world's flat or not. But yes, it's a 13.7 inch or 305 millimeters, depending on your currency of choice. If you're a regular viewer of this channel, you'll know that Pete and I have become almost radius agnostic, as in what we thought we would like.
Radionostic.
Isn't actually what you end up liking or not. It's just you end up going either the guitar feels comfortable or it doesn't, and it's got almost nothing to do with the radius of the fretboard.
No, but you might want a flatter radius guitar as well if you've got like a 7.25.
Yeah.
You might want something else because it feels different. And
I'm not
you
saying
play
that,
it differently.
I'm not saying you can't have a preference out there. I'm just saying that we thought we would like a certain thing, and we've ended up liking guitars with different fretboards.
Yeah,
and stuff.
blindfold
Anyway,
yourself.
Just a real quick one then. So with the little alt switch off, it acts pretty conventionally. So we go neck humbucker. So this is like probably a PRS style 5-way 2 humbucker switch. So you go humbucker, 2 split single coils like this in the next position, then the 2 humbuckers, then the outside coils split, then the bridge humbucker. So that's pretty conventional 5-way switch on a 2 humbucker guitar.
Yeah.
Okay, when I switch this alt switch upwards, we go into the 5 new settings. Now, you kind of have to understand the difference between a tap and a split when you're talking about humbuckers here. So tap is where it's still a humbucker, but they tap off the windings so that you get like a lower output version of a humbucker. Split is where they literally only use one of the 2 coils.
Yeah.
So here we have, this is the power tap on the neck pickup. And here is a split. So what one you can hear is just a lower version of a humbucker, the other is a more single coily kind of sound. Then we have both the humbuckers tapped, so I suppose here's not tapped.
More snappy.
Yeah, then we go to the bridge pickup but split. And then finally we have the bridge pickup tapped. So, bucket loads of tonal options here.
Yeah, great looking guitar.
Really good looking guitar. There's something, the sort of the re-emergence or resurgence, that was the word, of this kind of very plain but with a bit of classy binding with the drop top here. The trem is great, really. Lot of brands using this Goto trems now. They're just really chunky feeling, but nice and smooth and glidey.
Nice and smooth and glidey.
Yeah, it's not. You know what I think of this guitar? I'm thinking again, you're in that sort of Nick Johnston, Schecter-y territory with the sort of the feel. Could argue that maybe the trem system, I think, on the Ibanez is a bit better, and of course it's got Seymour Duncan pickups, whereas the Nick Johnston's just got their own version of them. But definitely for me, as I said, the Pete Thorne plays a Sur custom signature version of this that just basically looks much the same. Anyway,
that's
Pete,
maybe where they got the idea.
Tell us about your guitar.
Well, this one is the AZ47P1QM.
Of course it is. That's the guy's number plate that works at Ibanez, isn't it?
He's like, oh God, what are we going to call
I've
that?
got a personalised number plate.
Looking over the car park.
That's it.
They just pick a car park. That's what it is, isn't it?
That's what it is. Well, that's how they get personalised number plates, isn't it? They basically just go, well, if I just make the model number the same as my number plate, then the number plate is personalised. for years I've wanted to know how they work.
That's why they got people writing number plates down from different car parks around the country. Again, so you got a roasted maple neck on this one. It's, nice and I love the necks on these guitars. They're really, really great, aren't they? Quilted maple top on an American basswood body. And 24 frets, as you can see. DiMarzio Air Norton, True Velvet, and the Tone Zone.
Yeah, good choice. Good choice.
Good choice.
I mean, the Graham Norton neck pickup there is epic. Who's the other Norton who was in?
Edward Norton.
Club? Ed Norton. Yes.
Oh, he was the one in American History X as well.
Yes,
what a film that was.
Hardcore. Anyway, nothing to do with either of those
With
two.
the teeth on
or maybe it is.
Teeth on the sidewalk.
Oh! Ow! Anyway.
So this one is a little bit more simple. Neck up. This is a little bit more simple pickup wise. 5-way select switch, no tap like you had on yours there. But just preferring anyway because we like to do that. Neck position, this. Position 4, these two. Middle position, this. Position 2, these two. And there, full humbucker.
I like the way they've colour coordinated the pickup so that you can see what the position 2 and 4 is likely to be.
I do like what they put on the website because it's very
It's very clear, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very clear. Well,
you got locking tuners as well?
Yeah, I got locking tuners and I've got gold hardware, and this is Goto tuners as well with the Goto trim.
So how much was that, Pete?
This is 1129. So kind of the same as yours. It's got this
Similar
lovely,
price, yeah.
but it's got the pearl binding around it. See, that looks really cool with the gold hardware. So you're probably paying a little bit extra, and then the see-through finish.
I do like that.
It's really,
like it a lot.
Every time you get an Ibanez and you look at the way it's put together, it's all really neat and tidy, isn't it?
AZ series for me would be my pick of the Ibanez range.
Yeah.
Because I guess I'm just not shreddy enough to go RG.
Or you might be in a minute.
But anyway, let's have
some clean tone. I'm in the Kraken today. Yeah, so
Naughty
just to get a bit of. Put the new Slutvar on.
Oh, is this the new one? We haven't demoed this. This is the new replacement for the Slow from Walrus.
I think it's just an addition with some more stuff. I'm not quite sure, but it sounds great. Slutvar. Slutvar.
What song is that?
I don't know.
I'm someone's singing in my head, but I don't know who it is.
It sounds like a name from an IKEA catalogue or something.
Yeah.
Can I have the Slutvar? Oh, it's got
trails.
It's got trails. They're multiplying.
Such a good sound. Is that just what the clean channel on the Kraken?
That's the clean channel on the Kraken. Polka dot neck pickup, isn't it?
You got the rubber knobs as well for sweaty fingers.
I've got rubber knobs for speed knobbing. And the delay's going in the front of the amp, so it's a little bit of...
Plug into something really clean. And then, because I bet you some of those split sounds sound
yeah, but
more appropriate.
yeah, when you got lots of reverb on it or something.
So no pedals, just straight into this.
That's on the Brits.
That's the tone zone, right? Wasn't the tone zone the one that didn't Satriani use that back in the day? I'm sure it's been in the catalogue, in the DiMarzio catalogue for ages and ages.
Okay, here's the.
I might be wrong.
Well, you might be, but I'm sure some people will tell you. I mean, it's super nice to play.
That was an underwhelming meh.
Well, it's just there's too much difference from the pickup, so I don't feel like they're balanced. In my opinion, I feel this sounds really good, but maybe when you're on this pickup, it's sort of maybe a bit too fat compared. There's some fatness going on there. Maybe it is. Long weekend.
Try those positions 2 and 4.
Okay.
That's where I feel if there's an imbalance, it just goes. It goes from like super fat to, relatively speaking, a little bit thin sounding.
Yeah, but sort of. Maybe it's the middle pickup. I don't know. It sounds okay there. I mean, I'm not going to hurt anybody's feelings. You know, it's a personal thing, isn't it? It's a great guitar to play.
I think we probably come across this a lot in the sense that, and we've said this before, that, you know, for us, there are 1 or 2 exceptions, but generally speaking, humbuckers are great at being humbuckers and single coils are great at being single coils. And when you start tapping and messing around with them and stuff like that, there is always a compromise somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
But hey, right.
I mean, wonderful looking guitar, built beautifully, and I like the headstock.
I like the look of this one better.
Headstock.
I'm personally sort of well, whatever. Do you know what? It is what it is, isn't it? I mean, it's just...
Yeah, there's something for everybody out there. Like there's someone for everyone out there, isn't there?
Somewhere. Right, Yvette Young. We've had Yvette Young on the show. You can go and watch the video up there if you want. Super crazy talented musician.
Yeah, incredible.
Amazing guitar player, very unique sort of style of guitar playing. Amazing pianist and lovely person. She has this Tolman vibe of guitar as her signature. I think in the past there's been like a green sparkle version. There's like this orange sparkle version now. I think this is a little bit upgraded on the green one.
The other one has got, it's more like a NES type vibe, so it's got 3 single coils on it, and this was more like a T-style vibe. I love the Tolman guitar. I would love to see them come back, but built in Japan. I mean, they are doing them, but they're not selling them over here, so hopefully at some point.
Right, so this is the YY20. Again, Goto locking tuners, kind of like a recessed. In fact, you know what? That's almost exactly off the old Fender American Ultra, isn't it, or Elite, or whatever, where they did the little chamfered corner there. Strung through body Telecaster style bridge, but like a modern telly where you've got the 6-block saddles, and then Seymour Duncan single coil pickups. So very simple to play, just 3 basic settings. Very pokey, very loud,
sounds great.
Very bright. I mean, Yvette, when you see her playing, is playing lots of finger tapped kind of interesting kind of runs and chords, lots of crazy tunings and stuff like that. So I'm not even going to go anywhere near trying to play her stuff, but go check her out if you're not familiar.
Nobody should.
So, and here we are with a bit of gain. I've got plenty of pedals on the floor here. This is a Dane. So we've got gain from a Dane. That's what I like about kind of single coil pickups. There's so much dynamic. Maybe a bit heavier, with some delay.
Sounds great.
Yeah,
Leo got it right the first time, didn't he?
Very simple, nice lightweight compact body here. Not a lot to dislike about that.
What's the pickups in there? Sorry.
Alnico Pro 2 Seymour Duncans.
Nice.
It's very traditional feeling guitar, you know, it's just nice to play. I don't know what the radius is actually. I think it feels curvier than the other two guitars,
10.
but again, I don't really care anymore. There you are. If ever proof was needed, it's exactly the same radius as that one.
No.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
What do I know?
Maybe
What
the neck is slightly
do
fatter.
I know? Anyway, onwards, Mr. Pete. What's the last one? For some reason, you've got an extra string. Is it
I've
faulty?
got an extra string. It's not faulty. No. This is the. I have to read these names up because it's, you know, it is AZ 40. What is it? 427P1PB.
That's Elon Musk's new child's name, isn't it?
Is that the second one he's calling it? Oh my, they're just copying Elon Musk's children's name. So you got the same on that one. So it does the same thing as that one does.
Oh, identical.
Yes, I believe
Is it
so.
the 10-way? It's the Dynamics 10
It's
jobby,
the Dynamics 10 jobby. So yes, it does the same thing with the power tab and all of that stuff.
Awesome.
Yeah. So and a 5-way selector switch. It's got some Hyperions in here.
So it is literally almost like a 7-string version of that, just different looking.
Yeah. So you notice I just grabbed the arm from there, just to show you the 7-string Goto tuner 6th tremolo system. Again, roasted maple neck, locking Goto tuners. Again, it's the same as that one with the burl maple top and this sort of see-through on the back. Looks a bit like Rabea's guitar, doesn't it?
It's burl maple, poplar burl, or I think, is it poplar burl or burl maple? They've got that kind of real, I don't know, looks like a moon landscape or something, doesn't it? I always loved that as a finish on a guitar.
Yeah. Same jumbo frets. And these are actually stainless steel frets on all of these, so for those of you who likes that, I don't think that's stainless steel.
No, I don't think they are on this.
No,
Do you know what, actually, when you look at them, you can see these are nickel frets.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I prefer nickel frets, but that is just me. Well, here's some tones. Dynamics.
Downwards
Down
for normal.
is for normal.
Yeah.
As they say. Neck pickup. Oh man, the seven string is not easy. Anyway, so we split them. The drum system is nice, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Excuse you.
Yeah. Riffs that are never played on that kind of guitar.
Well, you say that. You say that. Because he's got that. You know, it's got that low sort of. I love that. Here's the. Up position.
Really good example. To go all the way back to position 1,
Yeah.
So this is a tapped humbucker, so the fat tapped humbucker, and then position 2 is the split humbucker. And it's a really good example of a pickup that sounds great in its fat mode, and weedy in it.
But I think you might need more of that kind of, you know, the kind of...
Okay, I take it
like
back.
haunting tones.
Lots and lots of bass end and reverb and delay and stuff, and actually that slightly thinner sounding single coil does cut through well. So I take it all back.
Anyway, you probably want to hear this with a bit of gain, I can imagine. So I'm going to go
gain,
on
heavy chugging.
Heavy chugging down, full position.
I love the gallop. I love the gallop. Okay.
Well, that's fat, isn't it? That's a crazy guitar.
Okay, well look, we're done.
We're done.
We'll go and move on to the RG guitars in a minute.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
If you're interested in any of these 4 guitars, you want to know a bit more about them, links are below. I'm not sure when they're due into Andertons. I suspect any day now, but again, that'll all be in the links below as well.
Yeah.
Which is your favourite, Pete?
Probably that one.
Yeah,
I didn't play that one, so maybe I'll play. Actually, I like that best because it's more traditional for me. But of these 3, I prefer that one.
Yeah, well, I'll play out on that one as well because that interests me as well. So there we are. Thank you very much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Please join us again tomorrow, where we will do another guitar video
on some
about more guitars,
playing
much the same chords and riffs and talking in much the same way.
Yeah, not about. We don't know anything about what we're talking about.
Right. When I then engage... God. So, great. I'll power through, don't worry.
Power.
Tapped and truly...
I just thought about...
It's fine.
You okay? All right.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. It's like...
It looks like a Rorschach test, doesn't it?
Exactly like a Rorschach
like
test.
When you see here.
So what do you see as when you see that?
True colours. It's going well, isn't it?
Come on, we're about a minute away from finishing this video, Pete. We can do it.
Okay, so here we go. Dynamics 10, downwards for normal.
At least there'll be some good outtakes of us laughing at the end of this video.